In 2004, the Campbell County Camels are on a mission to win their third team state wrestling championship. But being from Kentucky, there's an old saying, you got to have the horses to win. But when your mascot's the camel, you got to have the camels to win. Our guest here today was a 2004 individual state champion and was a part of that 2004 team state championship from Campbell County. Sir, if you would, tell us who you are.
Mike Nolan.
And you are the 152-pound state champion from Campbell County. And before we start, we do want to say that your dad's video is already on the channel from the 1969 state championship. And he was the first review video that we did, and we did it with two-time state champion from Johnson Central heavyweight, Byron Pierce. We done it at Byron's house, and we're hoping, so Mr. Nolan, I'm going to put this plea out to you. I would love to meet with you and do your video because it would be phenomenal to get somebody from 1969 on the channel and tell us how different wrestling was then as opposed to now. I mean, it's just a phenomenal occurrence that we have the video, but also having father-son state champions, be able to get both of you guys on the channel and be able to tell your story would be just a albatross, if you will. So with that said, how do you discover wrestling?
Well, obviously my dad wrestled. I went to private school, 1st through 8th grade, so I didn't really wrestle much other than I found out about the April where the high schoolers coach us for a month up here, started in the 6th grade, eventually transferred to Campbell County as a freshman, and that's when I really started.
Okay, so I guess you started in the Campbell County program as a freshman?
Yes.
Okay, and I guess that would have been what, 01?
01, yeah.
So you had that guy named Michael Ramsey on your team?
No, he graduated the year before.
Okay, all right, yeah. Mike's my buddy. I like to give him a hard time. He's one of the best heavyweight state finals matches in state history. I think he's supposed to be here. If you can't tell, we're in the Campbell County mat room here at the high school. So you, I guess, go through, and you were telling me a great story about your state tournament run. Well, you tell it. You kind of just tell us what you were just telling me.
Well, I mean, I kind of struggled to make varsity all year. I wrestled a few matches here and there, filled in. Was really never on the team up until region. Finally made the team and kind of made my run from there.
And that's a great. So I guess just couldn't get in the lineup.
I mean, you had a whole wrestling room of people that were basically chasing state titles that year. I mean, you had state placers, state quality. I mean, it was just everybody was beating up everybody. So every day it was like running a gauntlet. So even just to get on our own team for anybody in this room was pretty challenging. I
believe that. And let's kind of go through that real quick. We done it with Bo's video, but we're going to do it for yours as well. 103 pounds, you had Kyle Griffith. Yep. 112, Dan Hurlbrink. 119. Jake Hagdorn, 125 pounds. Ben Hines comes in second place. 130 pounds. Corey Bankemper, third place. 135, Bo, state champion. Brian Wilson at 140. Aaron Hickey, 145, fifth place. You at 152. Adam Mavis, second place at 160. 171, Jim Howells, third place. 189, Kevin Orth, sixth place. Travis Friendly, 215, and in your heavyweight that year was Andy Hagdorn. He come in third place. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You had 9 placers. That's a heck of a team. Yeah. I mean, that really is. And Bo put out the challenge to the 1990, 91, and 2012 team. If anybody wants to come take the title of being the best Campbell County State Championship team, come take it from you, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's what Bo just said. So I told him, I said, if that happens, guys, I got to be there and film it, and I got to referee it because that would be. And I told him we also need to get the University of Cincinnati orthopedic
Beacon
surgery team on standby, have Health Net or whatever out there in the parking lot. But let's go through your bracket here in 2004. Now you're a junior. You start off the tournament with Philip Mathis from Danville, and you win that by a fall in 16 seconds. So you're proving that you belong here. Mm-hmm. A 16-second pin man in the state tournament, you're doing something. Second round, Matt Troxel from McCreary Central. Matt goes on, I should say, to get 8th place. You win that by a fall, 3 minutes and 56 seconds. Your quarterfinals, Roy Stewart from St. Xavier, he goes on to get 5th place that year. You win that by a fall, 38 seconds. You go on to wrestle Max Irvin in the semifinals from Union County. Max gets 4th place, but he goes on in 2005 state champion. But you win that by a fall in 54 seconds. So 4 matches, 4 pins, man. You belong in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
You really do. The championship match, I should say, against Neil Cooper from Simon Kenton. We're not going to tell you how it ends. We have the video. We're going to watch it. And, Simon Kenton, 1 county over. I don't know for certain, but I'd have to imagine they're your guys' rival.
Yeah, definitely. Coopers are just a hell of a wrestling family in general.
Brad, Cooper, just you name it, they've got.
Very good.
We're actually supposed to be doing a Cooper family video session like we're doing here for Campbell County. It's just getting everybody lined up. But has it been a while since you've seen your video?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you were saying that maybe the tapes got misplaced in like a move.
Mine did, yeah.
Okay. Well, and that's the beauty of this series is now you're going to have it forever. You ready?
Yep.
Let's go back to the dungeon. So you're backstage, man. The music's pumping. What are we thinking?
I was cool. I was calm. Honestly, I didn't feel any pressure. I didn't feel like I was supposed to be there, and I kind of knew he was very confident, and I had nothing to lose at this point.
I got you.
So I was just trying to enjoy it at this point.
Does Dad give you any secret tips or pointers about being in?
Well, if you've seen his match, well, he did. He told me if I won, I could have a Corvette.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, but that was a little motivating. So.
Did you get it?
No, it was a Hot Wheels.
Oh, that was a slick. As a dad joke before dad jokes were a thing. So you lock up with him. What are we doing here from neutral? What's our best takedown?
For me, I was always kind of a double leg slide by guy.
Okay.
But from here, I always knew just because he beat me all the time. I always had to watch out for that. He was always going to try to throw a half Nelson from there, head and arm. That was where he was strongest, and I had just a hell of a time defending that from him. But I knew for a fact that I was going to clinch down on that arm, and I was never going to let him throw that again.
I got you.
So after that, it was just scramble, keep up.
Did you guys wrestle in regions the week before?
Yes.
Okay. So you were neutral. How'd that go week before?
I don't even remember. I don't remember if he beat me. I know I was sick during region, but I don't remember if he pinned me, beat me. I just know he beat me.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. So you go in, though, as a rematch. Sometimes some of the best finals matches in the state tournament are regional rematches from the week before. So you get took down there, out of bounds. So what are we looking to do from when we're down here?
Keep moving. I knew I had the endurance on him. I knew he was stronger. But I knew if I could keep moving and keep away from just the headlocks and the arm traps, just constant motion, I was eventually going to open up something for myself. Never really looking for anything in particular, just
there it is.
surviving.
Nice job right there. You get a reversal and a count. So you get, and Campbell County's way out in front of the team score, so you guys have already won the team title. Man, you want your own.
Yes.
You don't want to just be part of you want your own, so you can do your video 19 years later without screwing your eye.
Yeah, at this part, I've come too far to give up.
So now you're up 5-0. 2-4. I thought it was a 3 count or 5 count there. Campbell County's got a heck of a cheering section.
Yeah, I could hear that. That's about all I could hear.
Yeah.
It was them. Couldn't hear a coach, couldn't hear anything else, just everybody else.
Wrestle. Oh,
I really didn't want him on his feet.
Yeah. So we're going into the second. He defers. Coach Van Camper's
always down.
Always take down. Yep. If you can't defer, take down. Easiest place to score from. in theory. All right, we got a caution. Wait on the whistle. Let's go. Wait on the whistle. What are we doing? There you go. There you go. Push. Nope. I was going to try to pressure back in right there.
Yeah, I don't want to let him get me in a chicken wing. I don't want him anywhere near where he can throw my arm over my head, or because once he sinks that, he was a beast.
Nope, nothing yet. There you. Oh. This type of wrestling right here, like this, the scrambles, if you will, like I was telling you guys off camera, about this time in this era is when the scrambling really kind of started gaining popularity.
Yeah.
You can see teams across the state doing it, weights across, the whole gamut of weight classes doing it, and it's completely changed the sport of wrestling.
I mean, there was no method to my madness. It was just move, and move. Don't reach back.
Well, that's
eventually, like I said, something will open up if or they'll wear out.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's true.
Even better.
Because once somebody runs out of wind, man, once that gas tank is empty, as my Woodford County friends would say, he gets another caution there. I noticed that in the video. Was he prone for that, or he's just
nerves? I would think.
Okay. Because one more at the point for you. He's trying to best get that wing in. There you go. Keep moving, keep moving. Thought he locked his hands right there, but I think that's Joe saying no. We're out.
And he wasn't somebody I was going to wear out either. I knew that the whole time, but I did know, just like I said, just move.
Just keep moving. All right, now that's his third caution, and you get a point.
Yeah. This is kind of where going into this, I started really feeling momentum going my way. He hadn't caught me in anything yet. I hadn't been in any dangerous position.
Yeah.
I had actually had him in more danger than myself. And
there it is, right there. So now you guys are seeing the scoreboard. The scoreboard is not correct. It should be at least 7-3. And I think Coach is going to take Joe to the corner and get it corrected, because he did signal that. He's going to take down. So this little break in the action here. What do we like? Good. Do you need like a breather, or you just ready to keep rolling?
I'm ready to keep going.
I got you.
I mean,
all right. So now the score is correct, 3-7. Do you kind of glance? Oh, the clock's not set. There it goes. Not sure what was going on there with the clock operate. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. The Campbell County crowd comes alive. Let's go.
I mean, it drove you. I mean, it's like I said, you can't hear your coaches in this situation, but you can definitely hear the energy coming from the stands.
And you're up 4 going into the, like you said, you've not really been in any danger.
So I didn't want to stall, but I knew I was in the driver's seat at this point.
And if you can figure out whose mat that is, GB, I can't figure out whose mat that is. I don't think it's Great Britain's, but if you can let me know whose mat that is from 04. So he gets his point, 4-7. There you go. You shoot in. A heck of a shot, by the way. You get another takedown, or you're working on a takedown, I should say. There it is. Joe gives it to you. 2. Pretty good crossface right there, trying to pull him back. Nothing yet. You kept on moving. You threw that stop sign out. He gives his 1. That was a heck of a stop sign you threw out right there. Whistle. Shoot.
Oof. I don't remember. Oh.
So it takes you down.
Yeah.
He's trying for that
And
head.
it was when he went for that
Yep.
headlock.
We're out,
And
we're
that
out,
was-
we're out, we're out.
And that was kind of when I remember, like, he's panicking. He's you know, he's going to start throwing everything he can. Kind of ball up there, tighten my shoulders because I don't want to get beat around too bad.
I think they lost track of who was down and who was up. Man, in these high pressure matches like this, tight, close. I know in my state finals that I done in 2020, I held up the wrong hand twice for the wrong. I had the right call. I just held up. It was a Union County kid and a kid from DeSales. Both had predominantly DeSales is an orange color, and I held up the wrong hand twice. Mistakes happen.
Yeah.
I had the right call. Was able to fix it. It was just like, oh crap, but it happens.
Thankfully, having B and Mr. Gray in your corner, you know, they're always on top of it. So.
And that's why you always want to have, good scorekeepers. And of course, we can't use video replay. They finally get it right. You're down. And he's going to optional start. Is that something he done to you a lot, or he's just trying to?
Because at this point, he really wants to throw me. He wants me on my back.
Right.
I mean,
They cut you 10-7. Had he thrown you for a pin or a 5-point move before?
he was a big headlock guy. If he locked you up tight on your feet, he was going to try to have his way with you.
I got you. There, nice job. There it is.
That's kind of when I knew I had it. When he tried that last headlock and it slipped right off. I was just thinking, hang on.
Hang on, baby. Hang on for dear life. So you throw a leg in. When I was editing this, I was like, oh, don't throw a leg in. What we doing?
God, surviving.
Survive, yeah. Like, let's not try that. I'm at my house whenever I get all these videos ready for go out for a session like this, and I've not watched them, like really sit down and watch them, and something happens. I'm wrestling the match myself. I'm like, no, what are you doing?
See, now I remember specifically right around here, I got that leg, and I believe I get called for a stall here because I just started watching the clock.
Yeah.
Yep, there it was. I remember it going from 10 to 0.
He gets a 2 reversal, so it's 9-12.
I just held.
Just hang on, baby. There it is. The Campbell County crowd goes crazy. You go crazy. Well deserved. Well earned.
It was surreal.
I believe it.
It was surreal.
I believe it. Give him a hug.
Mr. Bandcamper always said the only time you can ever put the number 1 in the air is when you win a title, and I was like, holy,
Really?
I get to do it.
That's great. And we have the medal ceremony, and actually,
I think I fall going up it.
Oh, really?
I think so. I was so tired.
On Michael Ramsey's 2001 video, his thumbnail is on the podium, and he's pointing up, giving a number 1. I didn't know that was the Bandcamper rule, but it makes sense.
Because we would see it every week. Kid would win a tournament, and or even a match, and the number 1 would go up, and you get extras if you do that. So
I believe it. Andy. Wow. I didn't realize I've seen this to Andy. Andy is a friend of mine. There's Max. Union County hadn't quite started their dynasty that they were right on the cusp of it.
The Irvins were on the rise.
Yep.
And really cool people too.
Neil Cooper.
I've never seen this before.
Really?
Yeah. Yep, fell.
That's all. It happens, man. It happens. You're on top of the podium. Got your medal, got your bracket.
Yeah.
All that hard work paid off, man.
Yeah.
There's somebody.
Yeah.
You recognize that voice?
If I had to guess, it might be Adam Mavis's mom.
Okay. Because he's up next against Dan Muncie, isn't he?
Yes.
160, that's what I thought. And we got the 2004 state championship trophy. Coach Campbell was nice enough to bring it out today. You guys can see there's a lot of trophies. And whenever they hand you guys this, I'm going to hand it to you. That way, all these years later, you can...
All of our bite marks.
Yeah. You guys bite it?
Yeah. I don't remember. I'm either here or here. I don't
my
remember,
gosh.
but yeah, we all bet it.
We'll make sure to get some hand sanitizer, which I guess 20 years after, or 19 years after the... Here you go, man. There's your trophy. Just kind of hold on to it for a second. Because having the video of it and you being a part, you being a state champion individual and a team, like you said, getting into the lineup and then proving you belong. I'm not just in the lineup, I'm going to win this daggone thing. So, heck of a team. Again, the challenge is out to the 1990, 91, and 2012 Campbell County team. If you guys want to claim the top prize as the best, you got to go through the 04 team to get it, right?
Yep.
But man, it's just a great visual of you guys there, the team there. Go ahead and stop here, man. I'll take it back from you. I just wanted you to have that. And
That's awesome.
That's one thing that I love about this series, getting to meet with people. And those 4 years you're in high school. Yes, we are not meant to live there. We don't want to live in the past, but it is part of our story.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with going back and saying, this made me into who I am today. Mm-hmm. This wrestling room, this match against this person, I found out more about me wrestling so-and-so than I ever did. It's the most I've learned. Am I going to roll over and die if life gets hard? Am I going to stand up and say, whatever the situation is, you are not putting me on my back.
Yeah.
I fought off of it before. I'm going to fight off of it now. Whatever it is, bring it on. And that's the beautiful thing about wrestling is you find out more about you doing this sport than just about anything in life. And that's why I love getting to meet with guys, getting to go out and tell the stories and just say, hey, tell us about your journey. Your journey might be similar to everybody. Your journey might be completely different. And, not starting wrestling as a kid, going to a different school, transferring to Campbell County, and then the week of regions making it into the lineup and then making that run. I mean, that's almost a movie. I mean, it really is. That's a Disney movie almost, for real. But you have anything to wrap this one up, put a bow on it?
I mean, if anybody else out there, keep trying. I mean, run a little extra every day, hit the weights, don't give up. You never know when you'll crack that lineup.
That's exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. And to Mr. Nolan, Senior Nolan, again, I'd love to have you.
Call out.
Yeah. Like I said, I'd love to have you, meet with you, and be able to do your 1969 video. Be a heck of a gem to have on the channel for the younger generations and even maybe people that were back in your era, if you will, would love to see. So, again, I'd love to have you, man. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
What's that on your finger?
Or state ring.
Brought a state championship ring out. So I guess the team championship ring?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
So.
That's great. I'll have to get some photos and insert those. You guys are seeing the photos of them. Man, that's all we got. Thank you. We'll see you guys on the mats.